the Ipswich team. So they've had a bit of rest ahead of today. Do you think that'll play a factor though?
I think if they are clever and they play well, I'm expecting to see a full court pressure from them, because obviously like Kestrels played yesterday, they are tired, they came all the way from there to here to play a game, like they must be tired. So I think Worcester is like, it's gonna bring the energy and the intensity, so I think they will do well.
So just to let you know, Solent will be without Lauren Dabbs for today's game. Lauren Dabbs, with a non-COVID related illness, will not be playing today. Worcester at full strength, except Emma Wickham will not be in the lineup. Today in her place is number 9, Ella Whitehouse. So as we get close to tip-off, 4 minutes until tip-off, we will remind you that there will be a minute's silence before tip-off due to Remembrance Sunday. Of course, today is Remembrance Sunday here in the United Kingdom. And Worcester will be playing in blue and Solent will be playing in their change strip of red. And for the Worcester Wolves, in were a number of players actually either from the Solent Kestrels youth setup, or they've actually come from Southampton themselves. Of course, Ryan Emery hailing from the Isle of Wight, and Caitlin Collier, Charlotte Finn, former Solent players as well. So both teams, and on the other side of things, of course, Jessie Rowlands, who is going to be number 8 today, a former Worcester Wolves player herself. So there's going to be, you know, a lot of people that know each other in this game.
Yeah, for sure. I know some players in the Worcester Wolves were playing the Solent, so they know really well each other. They know their weaknesses and their strengths. So it's gonna be nice how both teams, how they match up each other and see how it goes.
So we'll just go through the teams right now. Of course, no score graphics or no graphics period for today's game, but we'll just quickly run them through you anyway. For the Worcester Wolves, number 1, Grace Roberts. Number 2, Caitlin Collier. 3, Anna Trent. 4, Shanice Turner. 5, Carolina Marquez. 6, Nuri Calderon-Sedaha. 7, Charlotte Finn. 8, Casey Cox. 9, Ella Whitehouse. 10, Estella Maloney-Danvers. 13, Shola Williams, and 20, Chandra Nunez. And they will be starting with Anna Trent, Shanice Turner, Carolina Marquez, Nuri Sengaha, and Chandra Nunez. For the Solent Kestrels, Safi Jarju wears 4, Chiara De Stefano wears 5, Faye Endine is 6, Christina Karpova 7, Jessie Rowlands 8, Anna Neverson is 9, Deti Bala 11. For 12 is Fatma Abdelaziz. 13, Erin Caldwell, 14, Molly Danielson, and 15, Tracy Adegoke. And they'll be starting with Safi Jarju, Faye Endine, Chrissy Karpova, Deti Bala, and Erin Caldwell. Try saying that in 30 seconds. It's a very tough ask, I will tell you that right now.
Yeah. Strong 5s. Oh. Strong 5s. It's going to be a nice game.
So we'll be 1 minute. In fact, we've actually got some graphics up, and you can actually see the Solent Kestrels team right there as we speak. That's not too bad, I guess. As said, we've been having internet issues here this morning, so apologies if there'll be any connection issues or anything like that. One thing we will guarantee is we will get a game being streamed here on YouTube today. John Hobbs alongside Inma Bautista, a former Worcester Wolves player now, of course, with the Gloucester City Queens. And just very quickly, Inma, how are you transitioning yourself from WNBL to WBBL?
At the start, it's been hard because obviously, like, it's a high level now league. So I've been trying to adapt quickly to the league, and it's been great. I've got like really good teammates. They've been helping me out, pushing me in trainings. So I feel like I've been learning a lot so far, and obviously, like, we've got a long season ahead still, so really interesting. I'm really happy to be there.
And of course, next week you play your first game in 4 weeks. You know, your last game against the London Lions seems an eternity ago, and you're going to be playing Leicester next week.
Yeah, it's been a long break. We just can't wait to get back on court and play again. And it's going to be a good game. Leicester Riders obviously like they've been always a really good team as well. Really good players in that team, and we're expecting an interesting game. Yeah.
So a great crowd as well here inside the University of Worcester Arena today. Tickets have been on sale for £1 all week. Of course, encouraging as many fans to this fantastic facility as possible. Of course, University of Worcester staged the one of the latter rounds of the BBL playoffs last season, as well as the BBL trophy. It's a synonymous venue, especially as well with the GB national team. They've played here many a times. Starting fives, just to give you them again, will be at number 3, Anna Trent; 4, Shanice Turner; 5, Carolina Marquez; 6, Nuri Singh Daha; and 20, Chanre Nunes for the Worcester Wolves. For the Kestrels, Safi Jarju, Faye Endine, Chrissy Karpova, Deti Bala, and Erin Caldwell. And we will be pausing in just a second. Once the Solent Kestrels team come out, we will be pausing for a minute's silence, as it is Remembrance Sunday here in the United Kingdom.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we remember those who volunteered, sacrificed, served, fought and died for our freedom. We thank you and we salute you. We salute those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. We will remember you and we will never forget. If you are able to, please stand as we observe a 1-minute silence. Thank you.
Minute silence, fantastically observed across the University of Worcester Arena here today. So welcome to the Basketball England YouTube channel. If you've just joined us, welcome. It is a WNBL Live special today. Worcester Wolves against the Solent Kestrels in the 3rd round of the National Cup. Of course, the winner of this game will go on to the quarterfinals. It's a full day of WNBL National Cup action as across the country, Bristol Flyers take on the Derby Trailblazers. The Nottingham Trent University host the Stockport Lapwings. Ipswich take on the Sheffield Hatters. Loughborough Riders against Kohler Suffolk Pride. Anglia Ruskin University play London Lions 2, and the Thames Valley Cavaliers host the Reading Rockets. And in the NBL National Cup, Team Newcastle University face the Doncaster Eagles. Bradford Dragons play the Derby Trailblazers. Leicester Warriors host the Nottingham Hoods in an East Midlands derby. Hemel Storm take on the Northamptonshire Titans in what should be a very interesting encounter down in Hemel Hempstead. Oakland's Wolves will take on London Lions 2. Essex Rebels will face Team Solent Kestrels, and down in the South Coast in Worthing, the Thunder will play the Reading Rockets. Of course, two coaches that know each other quite well, CJ Lee and Ryan Emery. Inma they, of course, very local people, and
Yeah.
they know each other quite well through their years of battles, not just on the court, off the court as well.
Yeah. It's been, I think Ryan's been here like for like 6-7 years, so obviously like they know each other, they know how each other is gonna plan the game, and we see how it goes.
Both teams taking the knee for Black Lives Matter.
Let's hear Wolf Black.
As Nuri Sengaha and Molly, or excuse me, Deti Bala jump the ball, and here we go. Here is Tret for the Wolves. First possession goes to the hosts. Nunez.
Nice move.
Inside, off the glass is good.
She's got a really good footwork, for sure.
Chandra Nunez, and a steal there. Marquez, here's Turner for three. Nunez getting the rebound, but Endine will come up with it. Here is Faye Endine inside to Karpova, and the ball goes out of bounds. It will be a Worcester possession, but a statement of intent already there from the Wolves.
I think Kestrel is going to try to run as much as possible. They played yesterday, but I think they're going to bring the energy as well.
Here is Marquez. Fresh off a Christmas shopping exposition to Birmingham the other day, as Anna Tret all the way for two. And you can see already the Kestrels really struggling to match the defensive intensity. Another turnover, and it'll be a Worcester ball. And as mentioned before, Tret's bucket, Carolina Marquez, undergoing some Christmas shopping therapy with yourself yesterday over in Birmingham. Obviously, you two know each other, very close friends.
Yeah, we are really close friends. Last year it was great to play with her, and I think she's doing great so far in this season, but I think she can do so much better, so hopefully we'll see that
Anna Tret will
in the next couple of weeks.
Anna Tret will take a seat. Caitlin Collier comes into the game for the first time.
Good job.
Here is Marquez inside.
Nice
Tough move by Carolina Marquez.
Tough shot. And like I said, Worcester, putting the energy and making full pressure.
Caldwell off the glass, too strong. And here come the Wolves again with Collier. Marquez. Turner in the other side of the baseline.
One more. Oh.
Nunez. And Nunez's shot was deflected. It comes out to Sengdaha. And Endine comes up with it. And I think there's a whistle there. It will stay a Solent possession. But already, much like we saw last week in the game against the London Lions too, Worcester really pressuring from the start.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that. Obviously, Kestrels played yesterday. They are tired. And I knew Ryan, he was going to try to put so much pressure on them. And yeah, we can see that.
Of course, Worcester started the game against the Lions with a 7-0 run, and that led to many turnovers because of that full court press, and Worcester going again. So the score is 6-0 in favour of the Worcester Wolves. Here is Endine. And a foul has been called. Safi Jarju driving to the hoop. I think that foul will be on Shanice Turner. That will be her first foul. First few minutes here at the University of Worcester Arena. Betty Bala inside. Misses the layup, gets it on the second attempt. Jarju getting it as well, and there's a battle under the basket. Worcester will come up with it. Here's Collier. Finds Marquez. Marquez driving baseline. Beautiful move, unlucky with the layup.
Nice hustle.
And Nunez and Bala were fighting for it. Just let people know who are just watching on the YouTube channel. Unfortunately, due to internet issues, we're unable to get a scoreboard on our screens. We will be updating you as many times as we can as to what the score is. It's 6-0 in favour of the Worcester Wolves at the moment. Here is Caldwell. Good defence from Nunez, and a travel has been called.
Great defence.
That's another thing that we expect from Chandra Nunez, the leading scorer of the team this season, but her defense often gets overlooked.
Yeah, she's a really good player, and I think last year in America she was also like one of the top scorers of her team. So I'm expecting really big things from her this season, and we actually can see that right now. Like her defense is really good as well, and she's always there when the teammates need her. So that's really good.
That is a first foul on Erin Caldwell, and Carolina Marquez, the Portuguese native, will go to the foul line for 2. If you've just joined us on the Basketball England YouTube channel, welcome everyone. This is a WNBL Live special National Cup action. Of course, next week we'll be bringing you a double header from Reading as the Reading Rockets take on the Thames Valley Cavaliers in both WNBL and NBL Division 1 action. And again, that press. And an offensive foul. Shanice Turner getting her body in the way, and Erin Caldwell taking the bait.
She has a great IQ. Like, she knows when that's coming, and she's going to get as many charges as she can. For sure. And
Chiara De Stefano will come in for the Kestrels. Erin Caldwell now on 2 fouls. She sits down. And so far, this full court pressure is really affecting the Kestrels. 3 minutes gone, yet to get off the mark.
Nice move.
Sendaha for 3, and she puts it in. And the Wolves are off to a flyer here.
Nuri is one of those players that she's really unselfish, but when she's open, she can take that and she can shoot. So
Faye Endine short with her 2 on the follow. Jaju puts it in, and finally, after over 3 minutes, the Kestrels are on the board. It's 11-2. Turner inside to Nunez. Nunez, great footwork from Nunez. Nice she finds a way in. Nunez wanted a foul. Endine finds Jaju inside off the glass, and she puts it in.
Good take. She's been aggressive, and I think that's what her team needs right now. So
Sendaha stripped by Chrissy Karpova, but stolen back by the Wolves. Here is Collier, drives inside, and she's going to go to the line for 2. And so far, Solent really haven't been able to get out of into any sort of rhythm because of Worcester's pressure defense and their solid offensive start.
Yeah, it's been a fast-paced game so far. Like, they are just playing. They're not calling any play at all. They're just playing basketball, and that's how us as a players we have fun the most. So it's good, and both teams are now. Kestrels are getting into the game. There is one player that's been quite aggressive, but yeah, they just need to keep being aggressive and keep going to the basket for sure.
So 5:56 remaining in the first quarter, and the Worcester Wolves lead 13-4. And while we've got a timeout, of course, last week, a big moment here at the University of Worcester as a number of students celebrated their graduation, and amongst one of them was yourself, Inma.
Yeah.
A number of players, actually, with graduations. Estella Maloney-Danvers, who is playing today, another one of those. Bristol Flies' Chloe Hynett was amongst them as well. Congratulations first off.
Thank you.
Numerous years of hard work paying off.
Yeah, for sure. It's been 3 years, and I just couldn't believe it, actually. Like, I never thought I would have a degree in another country, in another language, you know, but it's really good, and I'm so proud of everyone that made it this far, and I was like, congratulations to everyone that made it. So
absolutely, a big congratulations to everyone who graduated last week in a magnificent ceremony across the entire week here at the University of Worcester. Of course, Worcester Wolves head coach Ryan Emery's partner was amongst those celebrating a graduation. Next year, he'll be able to celebrate as well.
Yeah.
As Casey Cox will prepare to check in for the Wolves. As Collier, a former Solent Kestrel herself, before the COVID pandemic, averaged 12 points for Itchen. Before her move here to Worcester, this is her first season with the Wolves. Wolves lead 14-4. halfway through the first quarter. Karpova for three. No good. Bala with the offensive glass, and she puts it in.
Good move.
Deti Bala averaging 10 points, 4 rebounds this season. Turner. Nice ball movement. Nice ball movement from the Wolves, and Nunes still has it. Beautiful footwork. That's beautiful footwork from Chandri Nunes, and we've seen that already in this game numerous times.
She's really good. Her footwork is amazing. I've never seen that.
And another turnover from the Kestrels, and it will be a Worcester possession. They lead 16-6 with 5:10 remaining. As Caitlin Collier will take a seat, and Casey Cox, who's shooting a very high percentage from the field, 50% this season, comes on for the first time. And here she is on the ball. Nunes, and her elbow jumper is good. And yet again, another press, this time Solent able to beat it. Here is Karpova. Inside to Endine. Endine off the glass is no good. And Jaju cleans up the mess. Here is Marquez. Finds Casey Cox. Nearly lost the ball. Instead finds Shanice Turner. Nunes. Another bit of footwork, and this time she travels with it. Too much of a pivot foot that time. And as we can see, Chandri Nunes liking, that step back under and using her pivot foot quite a lot, but this time didn't work for her.
Yeah, I think Solent Kestrels is realizing that she's doing that, and they are defending that well now. They are actually putting so much pressure on her, and yeah.
Karpova for three. De Stefano gets the loose ball. Here is Bala inside, and Deti Bala puts it in. Deti Bala using her size, 15 points and 6 rebounds against Nottingham Trent. She followed that up with a team high 20 points yesterday against Kola. Turner to Cox. Cox loses the ball. Good defense from De Stefano, and it goes out of bounds. It will be a Solent possession. You can almost sense that Solent now starting to adjust to this press that Worcester have put on virtually in this entire quarter. As Karpova puts up a three, nothing doing.
They get another second chance. No, they don't, says Marquez. A foul called on the floor.
You can see both teams getting very scrappy in this early stages.
The really good thing about Kestrels is that all their players have been always going for the rebound, and right now we've seen that all the points have been coming from an offensive rebound and second chances. So I think Worcester needs to box out and make sure those players don't get the rebounds.
So the Worcester Wolves lead 18-10 with 3:15 remaining in the first quarter. Here is Maloney Danvers into the game for the first time as Carolina Marquez takes a seat. Here is Tret. Good defense there. I think that was from Faye Endine. And Endine comes up with the loose ball. De Stefano, Karpova. Good ball movement from the Kestrels, and Deti Bala finishes it off. And Ryan Emery calls a quick timeout as the Kestrels have narrowed the gap to 6 points, 18-12. And for a strong start, Solent now have started to get into their rhythm a bit and finding their groove offensively. Yeah,
it took a little bit time, but I'm sure they're gonna get used to the game now, and I'm sure it's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be exciting.
Absolutely, and these two teams will meet again on December the 11th as WNBL Live comes to you from Solent as we present you a double-header as the Kestrels and the Wolves go at it again in league action, and following that the Kestrels men will take on the Hemel Storm. But before that, the Reading Rockets and Thames Valley Cavaliers will meet next Sunday in NBL Live double-header from Reading. as we aim to show more WNBL games than ever before here on the Basketball England YouTube channel. If you've just joined us, everyone, welcome. John Hobbs alongside Inma Bautista. And Inma, a welcome back to Worcester. And what have you made of this Wolves team so far and throughout the season?
I think they haven't shown their potential like 100%. I think they could give like more encore. I think they're just like getting used to each other. They have been playing only for like 2 months. But yeah, the good thing about this team is that they get along really well off the court. So obviously, like on court is easier to like play for each other and play together. So yeah, I expect a good season from them.
Turner. Maloney Danvers. Kicks it out to Turner. 10 on the shot clock, and Turner is fouled and will go to the line for 2. And that's another quality of Shanice Turner's game, is aggressive throughout and will always drive to the basket, will always look for those open lanes.
Yeah, and she's got a really good finishing moves. Like she can finish in too many ways, and she's a really good offensive player as well.
Shanice Turner, who hit 12 points in their last game, a win over the London Lions 2, averaging around 9 points, 5 assists this season.
Yes, we can see full court pressure from the Wolves.
Ending.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Finds Jarju inside, stolen by Cox. Here comes Casey Cox in transition, and Shanice Turner couldn't quite hold on to it, probably asking a bit too much of the Worcester Wolves. Number 4 was Casey Cox. Anna Neverson also into the game for the first time for the Kestrels, and another turnover from Solent. Here is Maloney Danvers. Finds Trett for 3. Anna Trett is long with her 3-point attempt. And here is Endine. Worcester Wolves lead 19-12 with 1:42 remaining.
Nice
Neverson for 3, in and out. Deti Bala has the loose ball, puts it in, and a foul.
And then one. Nice move.
Great move there from Deti Bala, who really has shown her strengths, especially inside.
Yeah, and great hustle. Like as I said, offensive rebounds are making Kestrels get into the game again. So Worcester needs to be careful with that.
Molly Danielson into the game for the first time for the Kestrels, averaging a double-double so far, 15 points, 12 rebounds, plays so well off the bench. Trett finds Shanice Turner, decides to slow it down a bit, puts a 3 up and is long. Neverson. Fayendine. Bala again. And Trett comes up with it. Here is Shona Williams. Finds Casey Cox, puts up a 3, knocks down a 3. Casey Cox not afraid to shoot it from downtown. Leads the team in field goal percentage. Endine. And Molly Danielson is off with her 2-point attempt. Inside Bala on the second attempt, no good. Danielson comes up with it, but that's no good as well. Bodies all over the floor at the moment. And possession arrow will favour the Worcester Wolves with 35.3 seconds remaining, and the Wolves lead 22-14.
I would say great job from Faye. She's actually finding like really good looks. Unfortunately, they're not making the shots, but she has a really great vision on court, so she keeps doing that. Solent could make a comeback for sure.
Anna Trett. Wolves lead 22-14, final 24 seconds of the quarter, and a foul has been called, and it's on Chiara De Stefano. And
she was ready. She was ready to make the layup.
Absolutely. Coach CJ Lee on his feet as well. He believes the steal was clean.
That's on the team fouls. Sends Cox to the line for 2.
And the Wolves are in the penalty. Oh, the Kestrels, excuse me, are in the penalty. So Casey Cox will go to the foul line for 2 shots. Almost a deafening silence has just befell everyone here at the Worcester Arena. As Casey Cox rattles in the first. Of course, as we mentioned at the top of the show, tickets being sold for £1 this week, obviously to encourage fans to support the Wolves women in their National Cup quest. Of course, the Wolves advanced to the 3rd round via a 20-0 forfeit against the Derbyshire Diamonds. Solent received a bye into this round. Of course, the winner will advance to the quarterfinals. Neverson puts up a 3, and Neverson puts in a 3. Final seconds of the first quarter, and Casey Cox will let time expire, and that's the end of a long first quarter, it must be said. Few fouls there in between, but some good offense and some even better defense, especially on the Worcester Wolves side, and they lead the Solent Kestrels 24-17 after the first.
Yeah, for sure. I think the full court pressure from the Wolves are making Kestrels to rush into so many decisions. Like, they're making a little bit bad passes, but I would say if Kestrels just make sure they maintain and they control the tempo, they can play, and they're actually finding like really good looks. They are just, unfortunately, they are not making them, but they are going for the offensive rebound, which is really good as well. So I think they just need to be more calm, and everything will come for them.
Absolutely. So we're in the 3rd round of the National Cup. Of course, the winners of today's game will advance to the quarterfinals of this competition. And if you've just joined us on the Basketball England YouTube channel, welcome everyone. The score is Worcester Wolves 24, Solent Kestrels 17. Unfortunately, due to the National Cup laws, we are unable to have live stats, and due to internet issues, we're unable to have working scoreboard on our screen today. So we will keep you updated with the score and any statistics as they become available. Leading the way for the Worcester Wolves, Chandra Nunez with 8 points, and Casey Cox adding 5 points to that tally. And Deti Bala with 8 points, 6 rebounds straight away for the Kestrels. And, you know, 3 quarters to go, and she's already flirting with a double-double.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game for her. We can see that. But, yeah, I feel like she's gonna be a big problem for the Wolves, and she just needs to keep doing her thing. Like, we can see that. And
one statistic that's just automatically popped out to me, Inma, is 9 turnovers for the Kestrels, and Worcester have scored 12 points off those Kestrels turnovers. That's something that CJ Lee will be very worried about as we enter the second.
Yeah, I feel is the full court pressure is the main thing that is putting the Kestrels in a problem right now, and the good thing about the Worcester Wolves is that they are taking the advantage from and they are making the fast breaks and they're making the shots. So yeah.
De Stefano driving,
nice
finds
find.
Endine in the corner. Endine's shot is long.
No offensive rebound.
Absolutely, De Stefano coming up with it. Bala finds Neverson. Neverson is long as well on the other side. But another opportunity for the Kestrels. And the ball finally goes to a Worcester Wolves player as Anna Trett has the ball.
Good screen from
absolutely. Maloney Danvers is long with her 3. There's a battle
great
close to the
hustle.
basket, and Shona Williams.
Great hustle from Charlotte.
And the Worcester Wolves lead 26-17. Endine. Endine, beautiful movement inside, keeping the ball, keeping her dribble alive, and she lays it in.
She's really good. She's really quick as well, and she makes really good decisions. So, really good player.
Charlotte Finn on the ball and into the game for the first time. Maloney Danvers finds Trett in the corner. Here is Finn again. 4 on the shot clock. Shona Williams loses the ball, and Solent come up with it again. Here is Neverson. Neverson finds Endine, and one pass too many, you feel, and it's a Worcester possession. Maybe Faye Endine in transition could have gone herself with that.
Yeah, I feel like she could have made the layup, but obviously, like, I think it was Di Stefanos, it was wide open, but sometimes you have to be a little bit selfish and make the layup yourself, so.
Maloney Danvers, 26-19 to the Wolves with 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 3 on the shot clock. Trett puts up a 3, and it's no good. Trett, though, doesn't give up on it and gets the ball back.
Great job.
Williams off the glass is good. Great hustle, though, there from Anna Trett, keeping the ball alive, and Worcester get a score out of it. And another whistle has gone, as Ryan Emery prepares to bring in Grace Roberts, Shanice Turner, and Nuri Sendaha, as Trett, Finn, and Maloney Danvers take a seat. 7:37 remaining. So the Wolves lead 28-19. And Nuri Sendaha comes up with it, and here she comes in transition.
Nice fast break.
Off the glass is good.
Very fast break.
Here is Endine. And Neverson puts up a 3, and that's no good. Sendaha comes up with it. Shanice Turner now, it's 2 on 2.
Nice.
And Shanice Turner.
Oh,
foul has
jumbo.
been called. I think that was, yeah.
Jumbo. They call it jumbo.
As it goes, it's back to the Wolves.
And it will stay with the Wolves. 7:10 remaining in the second period, and the Wolves lead 30-19.
Oh, that's
Turner
fine.
inside. Turner with the short
Nice
shot is
look.
good.
Great vision from Charlotte. I think sometimes the person that is inbounding the ball has to have the patience, because sometimes the first look it won't be there, but the more looks, she was able to find the second look, so that was really good from her.
Faye Endine with a 2-pointer at the other end. It's 32-21. And a steal, De Stefano comes up with it, and De Stefano lays it in transition. Here is Roberts for the Wolves. And Wolves turn it over. It'll be a Solent possession. And you could already tell him from the look on Ryan Emery's face that this spell for the Wolves not going their way, and Solent really taking advantage.
Yeah, I think Solent is already in the game, and Worcester Wolves are getting the pressure from them, and I think they just need to stay patient and control the tempo. Neverson with a 2-pointer. Is that no good? Another offensive rebound. Another one.
And another one, and another miss from the Kestrels. They're coming up with numerous second chance opportunities, but not making them count. And here is De Stefano. Endine loses the ball, but it will stay a Solent possession. 5:42 remaining in this second period, and the Wolves lead 32-23.
Great screen.
Caldwell. De Stefano puts in a three.
Great shot.
Chiara De Stefano from downtown. And the Kestrels narrow the gap again to 6. Turner. Nearly stolen by Endine. And this time it goes to Anna Neverson.
Good
Endine
defense.
in transition, and Endine lays it up and in.
Good job from Solent, putting some pressure after that pass, and yeah, gain the fast break.
Absolutely, a great defender, Fane. Endine likes to break in transition. There she goes again. Instead, Nunez kept the ball, and a whistle has gone.
Yeah, great defense from Faye. She was last year one of the top leaders in steals, and I feel like this season is gonna be pretty much the same as well.
At 27.7 steals did Faye Endine in their win over Nottingham Trent University a couple weeks ago. However, was only limited to around 4 points against Suffolk Pride yesterday. Sendaha inside, no good.
Good defense from that.
Neverson. And Neverson's pass just goes straight out of bounds, and it will be a Worcester possession. Here is Marquez. Of course, Marquez hitting the game-winning three-throw last week against the London Lions too. Sendaha, beautiful footwork inside, gets her own rebound. Good defense though from Bala. And Kestrels come up with it, and again in transition, De Stefano gets the layup. No, doesn't get it, gets her own rebound, and Bala on the follow. Doesn't get it either. And the whistle has gone. Again, another
offensive rebound.
Exactly, more offensive rebounds and second chance opportunities for the Kestrels. And this time, Deti Bala will go to the foul line. Ryan Emery calls timeout. Not happy with the fact that they're allowing so many second chance opportunities.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, they are lucky because Kestrels are not making those shots, but they cannot let them get more offensive rebounds, because at the end, like, Kestrels are gonna get warm, and they are gonna start making shots, and it's not gonna be good for Worcester. So, yeah, I would say in terms of Kestrels, just keep going for the offensive rebound, keep being aggressive, because they are getting the shots and they are getting the free throws as well.
Absolutely.
So.
And for CJ Lee on his side, you know, the Kestrels have narrowed the gap now to 4. It's 32-28 with 4:11 remaining. If you're CJ Lee, what would you be telling your girls in this timeout?
I mean, I would be telling, like, yeah, keep going to the offensive rebound and keep pressuring the Worcester Wolves. Like, when they are putting ball pressure on the players, they are getting the steals and they're getting the fast breaks. As we could see in these 6 minutes in the second quarter, they've made like a couple of fast breaks. So if they just keep the intensity on defense, they are gonna get back into the game. And as we can see, they are only down 4. So.
So Deti Bala will go to the line for 2 shots. This is her first season as well with the Kestrels. A team-high 20 points yesterday against Cola Suffolk Pride. And a chance to narrow the gap to a single field goal. She makes the first free throw. Deti Bala makes both of them, so the gap is now 2 with 4:11 remaining in the second quarter.
Great game so far from her.
Unfortunately, no live stats available, so we can't tell you exactly what she has, but no doubt we'll be telling you at around the half-time interval.
I'm pretty sure she has a double-double already.
Well, she was flirting with a double-double after the first quarter, so here is Neverson.
Oh, nice move.
Neverson finds Caldwell, who's back into the game after her early foul trouble in the first period. Here comes Marquez. Marquez driving inside, dancing to the lane, but it's too strong.
Nice
Neverson slowing it down for the Kestrels.
Great patience from her. sometimes in these moments, like because right now the game is being a fast pace, you need to be patient and control the tempo, and that's a good read from her. Like sometimes you just need to stop and get a ball screen and play from there.
Well, as Faye Endine comes into the game, Erin Caldwell will take a seat. We saw obviously in the last play Estella Maloney-Danvers trying to battle with the much bigger Deti Bala inside, as Deti Bala puts up the hook, and that's no good. Just shows Estella's fearlessness on the court. Here is Shanice Turner. Turner drives inside but lost the ball. And the ball came off, I believe it was a Worcester foot or a Solent foot.
Yeah, Worcester foot.
It was a Worcester foot. As Tracy Adegoke into the game for the first time for the Kestrels, number 15. Here she is on the ball. It's 32-30 in favour of the Worcester Wolves with 2:52 remaining. Here's Shanice Turner. Finds Maloney-Danvers. Nunes. Nice pass inside, yeah, to Marquez, who finds Nunes, stolen by Bala. And here comes the Kestrels again, but Neverson slowing the play down, and the ball deflected out of bounds by Marquez. As Casey Cox will check into the game, Shanice Turner will take a seat. Great support here today by the Worcester Wolves faithful, of course, known for their great support from their days in the BBL and carrying it on into the NBL this season and WNBL.
Another offensive rebound.
Adegoke too strong off the glass. And here is Maloney-Danvers. Cox. Nunes found a bit of space, driving inside. Nice. Uses her footwork off the glass, gets it to go and one.
She likes that move.
Nunes for a three-point opportunity.
Yeah, she likes that move, and she can shoot as well, and that's why the defense come really quick to her to contest the shot, and that's when she takes the advantage and make the layup, and that was a great move from her and won, obviously.
Chandra Nunes leading the team with 14 points in the early stages of this season. 12 points, 5 rebounds against the London Lions 2 last week. As she misses the free throw, Safi Jarju with the rebound as we enter the final 2 minutes of the half. Behind the back pass from Neverson. She'll get the ball back, puts up a three, in and out. Safi Jarju, though, again with the rebound. Another offensive rebound by the Kestrels. It's quite incredible that, Worcester still lead by 4, considering the amount of offensive rebounds the Kestrels have had in this game. And a foul has been called, and I think Faye Endine will go to the foul line for 2.
Yeah, like I said, Kestrels are unlucky right now at the moment, but I mean, you never know. Like probably in the second half, they will still getting offensive rebounds and they will make the points. So Worcester Wolves needs to be careful with that.
It's the first. Louder, Wolf back. You get to be as loud as you want to be.
Faye Endine, a relatively decent free throw shooter, misses the first, but makes the second.
It's the second. Splits the pair. Nice job by the Wolfpack.
As Ella Whitehouse will come into the game for the first time for the Wolves. Wearing number 9, here is Carolina Marquez. Marquez finds Cox. Cox short with her three-point attempt. And here come the Kestrels. Here is Neverson. Endine. Solent passing the ball around nicely. Neverson for 3. They just can't connect on their three-point attempts, but Molly Danielson connects on the second attempt. Another second chance point for the Kestrels.
Yeah, great ball movement from Kestrels. They are really finding really good looks, and they are making the shots. So
Cox shoots baseline, and a foul has been called. I think that'll be on Adegoke. And that is Tracy Adegoke's first foul, and a timeout has been called by coach CJ Lee. 53 seconds remaining in the first half, and Solent have no doubt bounced back from their first quarter troubles and have really taken the game to the Wolves.
yeah, I think probably they just need to like warm up a little bit, get into the game, and trust that everything is gonna come for them. Right now, they are doing. Now they've made like some shots, and they just need to like keep trusting that the rest are gonna go in and keep going for the offensive rebound and keep being aggressive. I feel like some of the guys are really finding like good looks, and they are kicking out, and they are getting like free shots, like they are wide open. So right now, like probably they miss a couple, but the rest are gonna go in because they are great shooters as well. So.
Absolutely, and while we got a slight break in play, of course, Inma, you're playing now in the WNBL for the Gloucester City Queens. You spent 3 years here with the Worcester Wolves, made your way up from Division 2 to Division 1 via the Valencia program back home in Spain. What did you make of your time in Worcester, and how you were welcomed to this country by the Wolves?
I feel like my time in Worcester has made me to improve a lot. It actually helped me to get more confidence, like trust more in my shot. Like when I came here, I didn't have like too much confidence on my skills and on my IQ. And when I came here, thanks to Ryan and all my teammates and the club, they give me all that confidence, and I'm really thankful for that. And that's why I'm right now where I am. Thanks for the Wolves, basically.
Sendaha. 5 to shoot. Marquez puts up a 3. It's in and out. Casey Cox volleyballing it back. Here is Marquez. And Marquez travelled with it. Fans behind us didn't like that call, but Carolina Marquez called for the travel. Here is Neverson. Neverson driving baseline, was double teamed. Here is Endine. Endine still with her dribble. Adegoke, here is Neverson, 6 to shoot. Inside to
3.
And a turnover there. Here is Nunez.
Nice move.
Nunez, corner 3 is no good for Marquez, and that'll end the first half here at the University of Worcester Arena, and the Worcester Wolves take a 34-33 lead over the Solent Kestrels. Your quick thoughts on the first half?
I feel the pressure from the Wolves was really good at the start, but then they kind of like drop it a little bit, and that's when the Kestrels took advantage from there, and they were able to made a comeback. So I feel like in terms of the Wolves, I would say to keep putting some pressure on them, make them feel tired, and then instead of the Kestrels, I would say just keep going for the offensive rebound, keep being aggressive, and keep shooting.
So it's the end of the first half here at the Worcester Arena, and the Worcester Wolves take a 34-33 lead over the Solent Kestrels. We'll be back in around 10 minutes' time.
What is commitment? We have commitment is very difficult to know. Without commitment, sport is nothing. Without commitment, sport can be just recreational tool. Like if we want to have sport as educational tool, it has to be commitment.
So Slam Jam, it's a new initiative by Basketball England, targeted at 7 to 11-year-olds. It's about getting the children to have fun, to link basketball with a fun experience so that we can get lifelong involvement in the sport. And it's really focused on engagement and a fun, positive first experience. So it's not so much about the skill development side of basketball. It's really just about giving people a positive first experience of basketball. They're having fun, they're with their friends, they can develop at their own pace in their own time. So it's really developing on coordination, core strength, as well as basketball skills. So there's not necessarily basketball specific games, but they've got basketballs thrown in there. So they're working on dribbling, shooting, passing in a less structured environment than like a training session. And it's just focused on fun and getting primary school age children engaged. When they come to the first Slam Jam session, they get a t-shirt which they can keep. Each primary school they get some Slam Jam basketballs and a little goodie bag that the children can take home. And another thing, throughout the session, if we see like someone's doing really good at a certain skill or teamwork or being just nice and friendly to other people, they can get stickers. Good practice and sportsmanship as well as being good at the skills. So I think the reason this program is different is that there's a 12-week curriculum and there's different things to work on. And obviously, as a coach, you can kind of chop and change a little bit as is appropriate for the age group that you're teaching. But it just means that everybody's getting that same fun, first positive experience. Literally, we're just trying to get them to have positive experiences with basketball so that later on they can be maybe even just a supporter of the game. Go online, get in touch with Basketball England. They can also search Slam Jam for the local centres to them that run the initiative, and they can inquire and maybe even get a coach to come in and run a 12-week session.
Semi-final by 12 points and move through to the gold medal game. They're guaranteed a medal here.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the University of Worcester Arena, where the Worcester Wolves lead the Solent Kestrels 34-33 in National Cup Round 3 action. Of course, the winner of today's game will advance to the quarterfinals of the Women's National Cup. John Hobbs alongside Inma Bautista, a former Worcester Wolves player in her own right now with the Gloucester City Queens. And speaking to Ryan Emery at the halftime break, it's pretty much what we were talking about throughout the second quarter. All he wants is for his players to just crash the boards.
Yeah.
And it's a very obvious statement. Get rebounds, we'll win the game. And that's pretty much what Ryan said. There wasn't much else to it. Other than that, he was happy with how his team played. Do you think that's an accurate statement?
Yeah, for me the crazy stat is that Kestrels had 18 offensive rebounds, while Worcester had only 5. You can see that they are going for the rebound and they are being aggressive, and all Worcester needs to do is just box them out and keep them out of the paint. So, but yeah, instead of like Kestrels are just being really aggressive, and that's all they have to do to win this game. So yeah,
Worcester shooting just under 45% from the field, Solent 34%. Chandra Nunez leads the Worcester Wolves with 10 points, and Deti Bala 1 rebound off our prediction of the double-double. She has 10 points, 9 boards, so 1 off a double-double.
yeah.
If only I put money on that. Anyway.
Yeah.
The start of the third period here at the University of Worcester Arena. And here is Carolina Marquez. 34-33 in favour of the Worcester Wolves. And a turnover, and Kristina Karpova comes up with it. Of course, a couple of weeks ago, she shot 4 for 6 from downtown. Not much of a three-point threat so far today. Of course, that can change in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, this is a really good shoot. I'm pretty sure as soon as he makes one, the rest will come after. So
Nunez will go to the foul line. I think that was a foul. Karpova has her hands up, and it is on Kristina Karpova.
I'll call the number 7, Kristina Karpova. Nunez to the line for 2.
So Chandra Nunez to the line for 2, and Nunez has seen quite a lot of time from the foul line thus far. A second and third trip makes them both, and the Worcester Wolves lead 36-33. Jarju lost the ball, and there's a scramble at mid-court. Jarju comes up with it. Here is Neverson. It's 2-on-1, and Deti Bala and Carolina Marquez's own momentum took her there. Deti Bala not too happy, but I think understood the play there as we see the replay.
yeah.
As you can see, Marquez's own momentum there. An obvious foul, as Deti Bala will go to the foul line. That is Marquez's second foul. Deti Bala, a fairly decent free throw shooter in her own right, shooting around 60% from the foul line. Hasn't made many trips to the foul line so far this season. Splits her free throws. The Wolves lead 36-34 in the early stages. Nunez for 3, rattles around and out, gets her own rebound. Off the glass, no good. Jarju comes up with it. Already an improvement on the glass from the Wolves in the early going. Here is Bala.
Good rotation defensively.
Bala gets it back off a deflected pass. And here is Marquez. Collier off the glass is good, and a foul. And you can see what that means to Caitlin Collier. Getting the 2 to go.
I think they all needed that, for sure. Wait, what?
And a technical foul, I think, has been called as well.
Oh, offensive foul.
Oh, an offensive foul has been called.
Oh, wow.
As we see the, hopefully we'll see the replay of that in just a second, but it was originally called a foul as well, but obviously the referees just changed their mind. Solent have possession, 36-34 it remains. Here is Karpova. Endine finds a bit of room. And Neverson comes up with the offensive rebound. And a steal by Sandaha. Sandaha all the way, no good, and Neverson, no, Nunes comes up with it off the loose ball. And Neverson, I think, is on the floor and has stayed on the floor. I think she fell almost face first, and I think she has a facial injury. The physio is just coming over to check on her. 8:04 remaining, and Neverson, I think, has, there's a blood stoppage there as Neverson has a nosebleed, unfortunately, from her fall to the floor. Here was the play again. And you can see, Neverson just connecting, I think, with Sandaha.
Yeah, it looks like that.
So play will resume. It's a Solent possession, and Worcester opting for their full court press that was so effective in the first quarter, and that's why. Of course, this full court pressure caused London Lions 2 so many issues last week, and it's causing Solent problems again, especially in this, it was in the first quarter and again in the third.
Yeah, I would say for Solent Kestrels, instead in terms of to not make sure that they don't get that much pressure from them, it's just to keep being in the middle and avoid the sidelines, because obviously, like, the Worcester Wolves are going to try to make as many traps as they can. Oh, nice move!
Beautiful movement inside, and the Wolves lead 40-34. But Solent break the press beautifully. Georgiou too strong with her layup, and again too strong. I think, though, that will stay a Solent possession, and it does. Solent, though, doing well to break out of that full court pressure, but Georgiou couldn't make the layup to go.
Yeah, I'm just sure if they just keep doing that, they will make the layups. But yeah, if you just push the ball, the best way.
As Karpova made a three, and that will count. A foul has been called under the basket.
Yeah, the best way to deal with the pressure is just passing the ball as quick as possible. So if they just do that, they are going to get as many fast breaks as they want.
As you can see from the replay there, Deti Bala called for the foul, pushing on Shanice Turner. And that'll be Bala's third foul, and in a way, that's quite an advantage for Worcester. They can attack now Deti Bala, who's on 3 fouls. Collier. And here is Turner again. Cross-court pass to Marquez for 3. Saw a wry smile on your face there, Inma.
Yeah, you know, Kyle is a great shooter, and Kestrels needs to be careful with that, because if he's wide open, he's going to make every shot. So,
as Charlotte Finn will check back into the game. Of course, Charlotte Finn, a member of the Worcester first team, the Books team in the University League. As Caitlin Collier, not really happy with her spell there, will take a seat as we see the replay of fantastic shooting ability of Carolina Marquez. Nice follow through and all string. Ending. Finds Karpova inside to Bala. Good defense there from the Wolves, and a jump ball has been called. That's fantastic defense. It was from Charlotte Finn, I believe.
Yeah, they're realizing that she's really strong inside, and they're trying to do so many traps and do a 2v1 against her. So
there's the replay of that.
Yeah. Great job from Charlotte Finn.
Shanice Turner was looking for an offensive foul, but Charlotte Finn helped her out. Endine finds a little bit of room, is long. Faye Endine struggling from the field in this game. She's now 3 for 10 from the field, Faye Endine, as a whistle has gone. Some really enthusiastic Worcester fans behind us. At the moment, a great atmosphere inside the University of Worcester Arena. It's 43-37 in favour of the Worcester Wolves. And another whistle has gone on the floor. This will be on Suri Nengaha, or Nuri Sendaha, excuse me.
Oh, 2 shots. Oh, 5 fouls already.
Yeah, the Wolves are in the penalty, so Solent will go to the line for 2 shots. And with 6:18 to go in the third period, that's a big advantage to have for the Kestrels. But
yeah,
saying
for sure.
that, they have some players in foul trouble at the moment as well, as Jarju misses the first. Safi Jarju, who's been playing really well. She started today, and whenever her minutes are called up, really performs well for CJ Lee. Here is Shanice Turner, finds Nunez. Eight on the shot clock. Sendaha, nice final pass, beautiful movement, and Nunez with the finish.
Great pass from Nuri Sendaha.
I think the Solent players were expecting Sendaha to actually shoot that, but a fantastic final pass. Here is Danielson. Endine finds Danielson inside, muscles her way in, and will go to the line for 2.
Great fan from Faye. Again, like, she could have shot that shot, but she decided to pass, and now they have another 2 shots.
And Molly Danielson, around a 62% free throw shooter so far in the season. As Shanice Turner called for the foul, that's her 3rd foul, as Shona Williams, Casey Cox come into the game, and Chandra Nunez will take a seat. As said, Molly Danielson around a 62% free throw shooter, and outside of playing, contributes to Solent's excellent YouTube streams as well, one of the main commentators. So obviously finding a career post-playing as well for Molly Danielson. She splits the free throws, and it's 45-38 in favour of the Wolves. Here is Cox. Marquez, back to Cox. And a turnover there. Dedi Bala will come up with it. Here is Neverson back into the game for the Kestrels. Karpova finds Endine wide open, decides to go in for 2, and that's no good. Worcester doing a really good job, Inma, of just limiting second chance opportunities.
Unlucky pass.
Here is Endine, off the glass is good.
She's really strong, and when I feel like whenever she wanna make a layup, she can do it. She just needs to keep being aggressive, and yeah, right now I feel like her team needs her, so
good defense there from Endine, and Endine now breaking in transition.
And another one.
Her layup gets it to go, and the Kestrels have narrowed the gap to 3. 45-42 with 4:26 remaining in the third. Williams, partially blocked there from Bala. Sendaha comes up with it, 10 to shoot. And Sendaha will go to the line for 2. And another player, of course, you're very close with, Nuri Sendaha.
Yeah, Nuri and I, Spanish girls, we get along really well as well. And last year it was a pleasure to spend time with her on court, and she's really good as well. She's really unselfish. She's gonna always look to get the best shot in the offense, and even if she's wide open, sometimes she will shoot, but sometimes she will prefer to pass, and yeah, she enjoys making assists. So
one of the integral parts of the Worcester team last season. Nuri Sindaha, such a battler inside, and misses the first free throw. 4:14 remaining in the third period. Worcester lead 45-42. Molly Danielson inside, blocked by, or fouled by Anna Trett. Did get a little bit of the ball, but the referees believe she got more of the player than the ball. And Molly Danielson will go to the line for 2.
yeah, good recovery from Anna, but they just need to make sure they communicate who do they have each other, because she was wide open under the basket, so they just need to be careful on that.
So if you've just joined us on the Basketball England YouTube channel, welcome to this WNBL Live special as the Worcester Wolves lead the Solent Kestrels 45-43. Unfortunately, because of internet issues, unable to bring you a score graphic for this game, so we will update you as many times as we can. And due to the National Cup rules, no live stats either for this game, so me and Inma are almost taking bets as to who's going to score the most points, who's rebounding when, and everything else in between.
Yeah.
All part of the fun. Here is Trett. Finn. Trett for 3. Short. Good passing around, though, from the Wolves, and Trett unlucky with her open three-point attempt. 3:50 remaining in the third period. Neverson. De Stefano sets her feet, puts a 3 up, puts it in.
Great patience from Anna. She could have made that pass inside, but she decided to stay calm, and she found wide open Di Stefano, so great look from her.
Shona Williams, nice pass inside, too
lucky.
strong layup from Finn.
It was nice ball movement though.
Kestrels lead 47-45. De Stefano, Neverson, long arcing 3 is good, back-to-back threes from the Kestrels, and they now lead by 5, their biggest lead of the game. Cox. Finn looks to answer back, too long. And the ball goes out of bounds. And Anna Neverson, with that last three-pointer, of course, spent the majority of the off-season training alongside Gary Maitland, of course, well known for his basketball coaching experience. And you see that game by game. Anna Neverson really improving with each game that goes on.
Yeah, she's really a young player, and she's got a bright future ahead. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen to her. I know she's looking for options in America, and I'm pretty sure she's going to have too many offers. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen.
And Detty Barlow with the score inside, and the Kestrels now lead 52-45 with 2:40 remaining. And for all their strengths, all of what happened in the first half, you know, good defensive play, turning it into offensive scores at the other end, Worcester have sort of lost their way a little bit, and Solent have really caught fire.
Yeah, I feel like Solent is making now the shots that they were missing in the first half, and like I said, like they had to keep shooting, and everything's gonna come. And Worcester is defensively, I feel like they are going 3 or 4 plays to the ball, and they are leaving wide open the threes, which is like actually a problem for them, because Solent can shoot, and they have really good shooters like Anna or Di Stefano, and they need to be careful on that. But yeah, I feel offensively, the Wolves now are having a really good looks. Like we just saw that Shona made a great pass to Charlotte Finn, but now they just need to like keep doing that and see if they make those shots. But it's gonna be an interesting game.
Solent lead 52-45 with 2:40 remaining in the third period here in this third round National Cup tie. Of course, the winners of this game will move on to the quarterfinals as Estella Maloney-Danvers into the game for the Wolves and on the ball. Tret finds Nunez and good defense there from Bala. Worcester pushed the ball around nicely. Tret for three. And an offensive rebound by Cox. Turner. All the time in the world from downtown.
It's raining threes today.
De Stefano. Neverson looks to answer back off the bank. Stuff is in.
Great shot from her. That's confidence, you know, just in a fast break.
And a turnover from the Kestrels, and De Stefano answers. And the Kestrels now lead by another steal. They lead 57-48. Danielson inside, puts it in, and the Kestrels now lead by 11.
Oh my God, another steal.
And the ball goes out of bounds, a Solent ball.
Great defense from Solent.
All the momentum with the visitors right now as Molly Danielson takes a seat. Safi Jarju comes in. Carolina Marquez is going to check in for the Wolves. Worcester really need to just slow their play down and just get calm on offense.
I think that's the reason why Ryan Poole just carry on court. Like, she knows how to control the tempo, and I feel like if the ball is in her hands, she's gonna need some help because Kestrels right now they're pressuring so much the ball. So
Safi Jarju inside puts in the two, and the Kestrels now lead 61-48. 1:14 remaining in the third period. And the Kestrels have outscored the Wolves 28-14 in this third period. Nunez. And another turnover, but the ball was batted out of bounds by Bala, and it will be a Worcester possession as Nuri Sendaha will come into the game, Anna Tret will take a seat. You can see Inma Ryan just putting his more veteran players out on the court right now to just try and stem this run.
Yeah, I feel like Worcester Wolves right now are a little bit confused about their zone. It's the 1-3-1. It's a difficult zone to make some points, but I feel they just need to like keep passing the ball, and when you pass the ball, the defense is gonna like at the end like they're gonna get lost and you're gonna have a wide open shot. So if they keep moving the ball from one side to the other, they're gonna find the looks.
And Shanice Turner called for the offensive foul at the other end, so it's 4 fouls now on Turner. And a much-needed stop for the Wolves. Here is Maloney-Danvers.
Nice.
Danvers driving inside.
Oh, unlucky.
Doesn't get the layup to go. Endine. Neverson for three. That's long. And Nunez comes up with the rebound, and a whistle has gone. And it's on Deti Bala, and that will be her 4th foul. CJ Lee takes her out immediately, and Molly Danielson comes into the game.
And 2 free throws for the Wolves.
Absolutely, yeah, both teams in the penalty with 21.8 seconds remaining in the third period. Anna Neverson playing with a protective tissue of some sort on her nose, of course suffering with a nosebleed from an earlier play in the third, as Nunez misses the first. And with the scoreline like it is and the comeback Solent have had, Worcester really need to make their free throws right now just to try and get some rhythm into the game.
Yeah, for sure. I just feel the pressure as well is going to help them to get some steals.
Danielson muscles her way inside.
That was a good take.
Final seconds of this third period. The Kestrels lead 63-49. Maloney Danvers, Carolina Marquez from way out. And that ends the third period. And Worcester led by 1 at the end of the half, and now they find themselves 63-49 down going into the fourth period. A nightmare third period for Ryan Emery's guys.
Yeah, it's been a tough three-quarter for them. I feel like the ball pressure from the Kestrels is with more intensity for sure compared to the first half, and they're obviously now they're making the shots and they are more active on defense, so that's a big problem for Worcester. But I just feel like Worcester just need to be some more calm. I think they rush sometimes a little bit. But yeah, I'm sure this fourth quarter they will find a way to make sure they make a comeback.
So if you just joined us on the Basketball England YouTube channel, welcome everyone. National Cup action round 3 here at the University of Worcester Arena as the Solent Kestrels lead the Worcester Wolves 63-49. Of course, other WNBL National Cup games going on across the country. Bristol Flyers against the Derby Trailblazers, Nottingham Trent University against the Stockport Lapwings, Ipswich against Sheffield Hatters. Worcester Wolves, of course, and Solent here today on WNBL Live. Loughborough Riders against Cola Suffolk Pride. Angela Ruskin University hosting the London Lions 2. And the Thames Valley Cavaliers and the Reading Rockets going at it today.
That score isn't going to get any better unless you try and help. Let's be loud, okay? Anyone who's annoyed you this week?
And we've spoken about the Wolves and what they need to do for Solent. It's a case of just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
At the moment, they've pushed the ball in transition. They've had great success from that. Of course, second chance opportunities have been really strong for them. They've scored 21 points, second chance opportunities. So it's just a case of just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure. And I just feel like the pressure that they've been doing full court has been helping them as well. They go quite a lot steals.
As Carolina Marquez puts in a much-needed 3 for the Wolves.
Yeah, they need her for sure right now.
That's Marquez's second 3 of the day. De Stefano inside, off the glass. Marquez now with 10 points for the Wolves. Chandra Nunez leads all scorers with 17. Deti Bala with 13 points.
Nice offensive rebound.
An offensive rebound. Estella Maloney Danvers with the second attempt. As Chiara De Stefano couldn't quite hold on to it, and it's a Worcester ball. You can see the bench led by Charlotte Finn on their feet. Of course, Deti Bala now with 13 points, 11 rebounds, completing her double-double in that third period. Marquez with the floater, and it's good.
Great job.
Carolina Marquez with 5 quick points for the Wolves. Molly Danielson with the
Great
short jumper. Nunez wide open. It's a long 2. And a battle around the free throw line. Bodies all over the place. It will stay with the Kestrels. But so far, a promising start to this fourth period from Worcester.
Yeah, they brought the energy, and look at that, another steal.
Ball goes out of bounds. Marquez chucking the ball right at Alan Everson, but Neverson didn't budge at all as the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah.
So it will stay a Solent ball.
Kyle is a really energetic player as well. So he can get so many steals easily. Great ball defender, for sure.
Jarju's turned over again. Sandaha comes up with it. Here is Marquez. Marquez pushing the ball. And they slow it down. Marquez thought about the three, instead kicks it to Nunes, inside to Sindaha. And a turnover. Molly Danielson comes up with it. Neverson ran into Danielson, and another turnover from the Kestrels. Marquez, nice crossover off the glass.
Great move.
7 points in this fourth quarter for Carolina Marquez. Neverson. Danielson inside. Good defense from the Wolves. And
I just feel like the game, the pace of the game has increased like massively, like so quick. It's been so fast.
Marquez for three. And Danielson rebounds. Kestrels lead 67-58 with 7:15 remaining in the fourth. And as you say, Inma, an electric start to this fourth quarter as Danielson battles in and scores. Collier picked up her dribble there, and Marquez got to get it over the timeline. And they just about make it with a second to spare. Marquez. Sindaha inside. Nice play from Nuri Sindaha. Great footwork. And she will go to the line for two. Has such an unassuming first step, does Nuri Sindaha. Knows exactly where the basket is and can beat her defender any way she wants.
Yeah, that spin move. She's been practicing so many times in practice, so yeah, she knows how to do it well.
Caitlin Collier will take a seat, and Charlotte Finn will come on number 7. Sindaha makes the first free throw in the fourth quarter, especially with the Wolves down 10 with a chance to trail it back to 9. You know, free throws so vital.
Yeah, for sure. Great job.
Makes them both. Neverson finds Danielson, lost the ball. But the ball goes out of bounds. It will stay a Solent possession. As Shanice Turner on 4 fouls comes into the game, and Nuri Sindaha will take a seat. Neverson, good defense from Nunes. Neverson keeps hold of it inside.
Nice look.
Was Jarju.
Great find from Anna Neverson.
Nunes. Cox for 3, and that's short. Here comes Faye Endine. It's 2-on-2. Endine too strong with her layup. And the ball will go out. It will be a Worcester possession. As Christina Karpova will come into the game, and Anna Neverson will take a seat.
Let's go, Worcester, let's go. Let's go, Worcester, let's go.
And Detty Bala will be coming into the game as well for the Kestrels in the next break of play. Here is Marquez. Marquez finds Finn. And Endine with the rebound. Endine again pushing the ball in transition, but Solent just get back as Endine slows it down. De Stefano inside.
Great ball movement.
Good turn there from Jarju, and Marquez called for the foul. That'll be her 4th foul. In fact, that'll be her 3rd foul. With the scoreline 71-60 in favour of the Solent Kestrels with 5:30 remaining. Here at the University of Worcester Arena. If you've just joined us on the Basketball England YouTube channel, welcome everybody. Of course, the next time the NBL Live cameras will be on your screen will be next Sunday as the Reading Rockets and the Thames Valley Cavaliers do battle in a WNBL and NBL doubleheader in Reading.
Kestrels, number 4, Sophie Johnson. In number 11, Betty Bauer.
Here is Turner, almost travelled with it, but just got her pass out in time, and it came off De Stefano. Will stay a Worcester possession. CJ Lee wanted to travel. .5:21 remaining in the fourth. Here is Turner. Turned over by De Stefano. It goes out of bounds. It will stay a Worcester possession. Back-to-back deflections from Chiara De Stefano. Marquez inside to Turner. Cox for 3. And Danielson comes up with the rebound. And Karpova will slow it down for the Kestrels. Kestrels lead by 12 with 5 minutes remaining. 72-60. Ending.
Good hands from Casey Cox.
I was almost questioning if that ball came off Cox. It just came off. Referee's just double checking. I think it's going to be a Worcester possession. Faye Endine on our screens can't believe it. And it will be a Worcester ball. Of course, you thought it came off Casey Cox. I was almost second-guessing that one myself.
Yeah, I could not say what ball is it, if I'm honest.
I think the referees are just...
They're even confused.
Yeah.
They're confused as well. Well, we can see that on the replay.
We can see on the replay here. So ending with the pass, and there is where we thought it came off Casey Cox. However, it is a Worcester possession. And a technical foul has been called. I think that's on De Stefano. Yes, it is. I think De Stefano was putting her feet on the line.
Yes,
as we can see on the replay, she was jumping in line. You could just about see it there. In honesty, quite a harsh call, but again, I'm not an official, so what do I know? But you don't see technicals called for that much often. I'll tell you that now, as Carolina Marquez will go to the line and make the resulting free throw.
Well,
Come on.
So as we stand right now, it's 72-61 with 4:52 remaining. Nunez.
nice move.
Almost turned over by Ending. 8 on the shot clock. Marquez for 3. Nunez gets the loose ball. And a block there from Deti Bala. And it will stay a Worcester. In fact, no, it won't. It'll be a Solent possession.
Oh my God. I thought it was a block.
I thought it was a block as well, but obviously the referees didn't adjudge it to be a block, so Solent keep possession. Ending. Bala twisting, turning, short.
Great box out from Carroll.
Finn to Turner. Turner one-on-one with Endine.
Good take though. She was aggressive and she's gonna get fouled every single time she tries to go to the basket. So
that's 2 fouls on Faye Endine. Only Chiara De Stefano has 4 fouls. In fact, has 4 fouls alongside Deti Bala, as Sindaha and Collier will come back into the game for the Wolves. And Nunez and Marquez will take a seat. Anna Neverson coming into the game for the Kestrels, and Faye Endine will take a seat. And a timeout has actually been called by CJ Lee as we just take a breather from the madness of the last minute and a half.
Yeah.
Where so many calls were called, but then reversed, and players were unsure of what was happening. A technical foul was called in the middle of all that. It's been a very scrappy last 2 minutes, hasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. there's been some calls. Obviously, like we are not refs. We cannot decide that. But yeah, it's been a little bit like messy. But I mean, we see. Now 2 free throws for Shanice, and then we see if she makes them. Then down only 9 points. That's like 3 threes. What?
Yeah.
That's like actually nothing. So.
A lot of time left as well. 4:03
yeah, 4
remaining.
minutes. That's a lot.
And you know, Worcester have started this fourth quarter off very strongly. As we see the replays, you know, lots of turnovers have been made by the Wolves. Solent a bit scrappy in offense occasionally, and Solent and Worcester are making them pay. As you see there, Safi Jarju with the bucket inside.
Great pass from Mana right there.
This came at a stage when Solent it was all Solent, getting all the steals, all the offensive rebounds, and all the scores as well. All the momentum was on their side. Solent have weathered the storm a little bit, but still find themselves trailing 72-61. And Shanice Turner to the foul line for 2 shots.
I'll make the first.
And one of those things where you really need to make your free throws, especially at a time like this. Shanice Turner splits her free throws. The gap is 10, 72-62 with 4:03 remaining.
And now full court pressure.
Solent really struggled in the first quarter and the start of the third with this press, but they break it easily, and Deti Bala with the score.
Really good job. Really good job from Kestrels. Really good passing as well. Like, the only way you're gonna break a press is from passing from one side to the other, and perfect job from them.
Charlotte Finn will take a seat, and Carolina Marquez, quick breather comes to an end. She's back on the court. Have to expect her to be playing the majority of the final 3 odd minutes as Faye Ending drives inside. Marquez, Trent, Shanice Turner, catch and shoot 3. In and out, Bala with the rebound.
Great hustle from
Great hustle, absolutely. Great hustle from the Wolves, and they keep possession. Excuse you. As Inma Bautista just takes off her headset for just a second there. Get a glass of water in you. Turner, timeout, called by Ryan Emery, and 3:20 remaining. The Kestrels lead 76-62. If you've just joined us on the Basketball England YouTube channel, welcome everyone. Great to have so many people joining us. Get your comments in. Of course, unfortunately, due to internet connection, we've not been able to get a score graphic on for you today, and due to National Cup ruling, we are unfortunately unable to provide live stats as well for you, but we can tell you that the Kestrels lead 76-62 with 3:20 remaining in the 4th period. Of course, we gave you some fixtures going on in the Women's National Cup. In the Men's National Cup today, Newcastle University hosting the Doncaster Eagles. Bradford Dragons face the Derby Trailblazers. Leicester Warriors face off against the Nottingham Hoods. Hemel Storm take on Northamptonshire Titans. Oakland's Wolves facing off against the London Lions 2. Essex Rebels with a tough ask as they face the Solent Kestrels, and the Worthing Thunder facing off against the Reading Rockets.
Oh my God, sorry
How
about
are we doing there?
We are good. Oh my God.
As long as you're okay, you've had enough water now as well.
Yeah.
And we believe that Inma Bautista is now back with us. No, she's not. She's still going.
Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with me. All right.
It's all right. No one's commented yet on this, so it's fine. Or have they? No, they haven't. You're okay. You're safe. Neverson. Finds Endy. Neverson. Inside to Bala. Good footwork inside, and Deti Bala.
Yeah, great move.
With the score. If ever there was a time not to be showing us on camera, this is that time. And our cameraman is smiling at us as he does it. Good old Ralston.
Oh my God.
Good old Ralston. As a foul has been called. And the foul is on Caitlin Collier. That's Collier's third foul. Ending. Neverson. Step back three for Neverson. No good. Danielson and Bala fighting for it inside. Here is Endine. Bala, offensive foul called. Absolutely great awareness there. I think that was from Caitlin Collier. Too many bodies in the way to even see. We'll see it on the replay here, but great defense from the Wolves. In fact, it was Caitlin Collier getting her body in the way, no fear. And that is foul number 5 on Deti Bala. She takes a seat. That's a big foul as well.
Yeah, this is
for the Wolves.
Yeah, and this is a great opportunity for Wolves to make a comeback. Like, probably one of the best players that they have.
Don't want to be doing it with passes like that, unfortunately. 2:24 remaining, and the Kestrels lead 78-62. Neverson finds Danielson around the perimeter. Time on the Kestrel side. Danielson, nice great pass inside. Beautiful basketball from the Kestrels.
Yeah, great pass from Faye. Great finds. He's got a great vision on court, and yeah, great job. Ooh.
Good pass there. Good, good ball fake there from Caitlin Collier. And here is Marquez. Marquez inside.
Nice.
Sandaha, easy layup for Nuri Sandaha. 1:39 remaining. The Kestrels lead 80-64. And another turnover. And this will go the way of the Wolves as Shanice Turner checks back into the game for Worcester. And Carolina Marquez will take a seat with 1:32, around about 90 seconds left on the clock. And the Kestrels, with time on their side, lead by 16, 80-64. And a foul has been called.
Still needs some help for sure. Like, someone has to go behind her and just make sure there's some options to pass.
The third foul on Faye Endine. As Caitlin Collier will go to the foul line for 2. As Charlotte Finn prepares to check in again for the Wolves. And Caitlin Collier splits her free throws, and Faye, or Christina Karpova, with the rebound. Here is Jaju. Time most definitely on the side of the Kestrels. Turnover there, or nearly a turnover. Cox nearly got it. Neverson comes up with it. Now Casey Cox
great steal.
Comes up with it. Great hustle by Casey Cox. Nunez inside. Good defense from Karpova, and a travel is called.
Great defense from her.
And with 1 minute remaining, you've got to believe that that should be that now. Gap is 15. Solent with enough experience to just run the clock out.
Yeah.
Here is Endine. Neverson. Finds Faye Endine. Short with her 3. And here is Karpova.
I mean, great job from Kestrels. Like,
Absolutely.
they're just moving the ball, trying to kill the time, and it's, like 30 seconds left. Nice start for the Wolves.
Nunes with the 2, no good, and the shot clock is now turned off. And after being beaten 99 to 70 yesterday by league leaders Cola Suffolk Pride, the Solent Kestrels have bounced back quickly some 24 hours later and have advanced to the quarterfinals of the National Cup with a 82-65 win over the Worcester Wolves, who started the game strongly.
Yeah.
But unfortunately lost their way, especially in the 3rd period.
Yeah, and lucky for the Wolves, Solent Kestrels were able to make a quick comeback, and they kept pressuring the ball, and their defense at the end, like, it was really good. I feel like the zone, it was the main problem for the Wolves. They didn't know how to play and make some points from that, but, well, tough loss for them.
Yeah, it is, yeah. But on the other side, Solent, of course, now through to the quarterfinals of the Cup.
Great job.
So that ends our coverage here of our WNBL Live special. The Solent Kestrels advance to the quarterfinals of the National Cup with an 82-65 win over the Worcester Wolves. My thanks to Inma Bautista. I'm John Hobbs. Good afternoon, everybody.
Thank you.